Midjourney released user profiles where you can create your own profile page, spotlight your favorite images, and follow others. We'll walk through all of the features and discuss exactly what it means to have public versus private images. To get to your profile, click the three dots in the lower left and then Profile Page, or just click your username directly. If you haven't set up your profile yet, you might get a pop-up where you can fill in information and add your profile images. If you don't see a pop-up, just click the pencil icon here. Your username that you pick becomes part of your profile URL that you can share with others. You can change your display name here. It doesn't have to be the same as your username. You can also add a short bio and links to a few different social platforms. At the top, you can change your banner and profile images by clicking the pencil icon. Your banner can be an image or a video. It must have been made using either a personalization code, mood board, or SREF and have an 11:3 aspect ratio. This is not a common aspect ratio that I use, so I created some new images. All images and videos in your gallery that fit the requirements will show up here. You can scroll, search, or filter, or click Generate Image and a new set of images will be created with the 11:3 aspect ratio using the prompt My Favorite Place Ever, with your global personalization maxed out at Stylize 1000. To set your profile image, same thing here, but you must use an image or a video that has a 1:1 aspect ratio. Clicking Generate Image creates new images using the prompt My Favorite Character Ever named and then followed by your username. Unfortunately, we can't upload external images to our profile or banner images, so this keeps profiles more Midjourney centric, and I suppose it's just one less place that they have to worry about moderating uploaded content. Next, let's go to the archive. Your archive shows all images and videos that are in your public profile. Public meaning that any logged in Midjourney user can see them. If you have a basic or standard plan, all images and videos that you create are considered public. They've always been public. That did not change with the release of user profiles. Any logged in Midjourney user could potentially find them by discovering them on the Explore page or search and then clicking on your username, or if they have a job or user ID. If you're on the Pro or Mega plan, you have access to Stealth Mode, which lets you make your images and videos private so that they won't show up on your archive. In your settings, turning on Stealth Mode means that all future creations will be private and non-discoverable by other Midjourney users. If you turn it off, all future creations after that will be public. Switching Stealth Mode on and off does not affect past creations. To make your past creations private, go to your Organize page, scroll down under Filters and select Public under Visibility. These used to be called Published and Unpublished until recently. So these are all of my public images and videos. To make any of these private, I can click and drag to select, right-click, and then select Make Private. If you have a lot of images and videos that you want to make private, yes, this might take a while. Unfortunately, Stealth Mode is only available with the Pro and Mega plans, but there is one other way that you can hide images from your archive. It's not ideal, but you can trash them. This used to be called Hide. You can still see your trashed images by selecting In Trash under Filters on your Organize page. I don't recommend using trash simply to hide your images from your archive unless it makes sense for you. There is a small chance that they could implement a timed auto-delete for trashed items in the future. They don't have anything like that now, but just be aware that it is a possibility. Okay, back to my profile page. So my archive shows my public images and videos. Spotlight shows images and videos that I've chosen to highlight. Your spotlight is visible to both logged in and external users. Your archive is only visible to logged in Midjourney users. To spotlight an image, you can click the little pin icon. You can spotlight your own images and videos or someone else's, kind of like a Pinterest board in a way. Any image or video of your own that you spotlight will become public if it's not already. Following shows the users that you follow. You can click one of the profiles to see their images, or click Random to visit random profiles, which is kind of fun. Over here, click this button if you want to follow them. You can also follow users directly from any images that you find on the Explore page or through search. One other thing to note, you cannot see who is following you and you cannot see who other people are following. I'm still kind of getting used to that. Midjourney has said that they don't want this to be like other social platforms where it's all about views and likes. They really want it to be focused more on the creations. Midjourney does have more developments planned for user profiles, including a feed similar to the Explore page that shows you content from users that you follow. Let me know what you think of user profiles down in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and maybe even joining my Patreon community where you'll find all of my monthly prompt collections, exclusive videos, and other Midjourney guides. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.